June 25, 2018, 8:45 am. Olle at sarahjolleSource. Fox Sports' Charlie Curnow continues to emerge as a future star. Photo, Michael Willson, AFL Media, Getty ImagesSource, Getty ImagesBut. Charlie Curnow and Patrick Cripps certainly won more admirers, with the two emerging stars showing what the future holds for the last-placed Blues against Collingwood on Sunday. And in what will be welcome news for Carlton fans, Melbourne champion Garry Lyon says there's every chance the wheels will start turning for the cellar dwellers, just like they did for Hawthorn more than a decade ago. In Cripps, Curnow and draftee Paddy Dow, Lyon says he sees another trio who were instrumental in the Hawks' rise. Round 15, remember when Alistair Clarkson took over Hawthorn? They weren't much chop, Lyon said on SEN. They got 3 players in a draft. They got Lance Franklin, Jared Roughead and Jordan Lewis, and they were the backbone of their resurgence. Patrick Cripps. Photo, Michael Willson, AFL Media, Getty ImagesSource, Getty Image. Hawthorn selected Roughead, Franklin and Lewis with picks 2, 5 and 7 in the 2004 National Draft. All 3 went on to win premierships with the club and were pivotal in taking the brown and gold from easy beats to seldom beaten. While the Blues still have much to prove, and much to improve, Lyon suggested the club could emulate Hawthorn. That's why I've got hope for Carlton, Lyon said. I've said this before the weekend too, so I'm not just jumping on after Cripps and Curnow putting on blinders. That's your hope. I think you can build around that. Curnow earned comparisons to Alex Jesaulenko when he used Tom Langdon as a step ladder in the 4th term to take an imposing mark on the MCG wing. And the comparisons to another Carlton legend Anthony Cotufides have been endless. But if the young forward, who penned a 5-year deal this week, continues along his current trajectory, then he'll carve out his own identity altogether. Curnow booted 3 goals from 19 touches, while taking 10 marks, half of which were contested. It was a performance that coach Brendan Bolton suggested mirrored his effort and intensity behind closed doors. Charlie has had a fair bit of media this week, Bolton said, and then to come out and kick 3 goals, he's a very exciting talent. I said pre-game that one thing about Charlie is that he's not satisfied. He wants to grow this group. You ought to have seen the intensity he trained with this week. He didn't like a couple of things some players were doing, so he grabbed the whole group, and in his 3rd year he's doing that, which just shows he's got the passion to take the club forward. Matches with 20 pass in. First 72 career games 1x, 28 players 2x, 7 players 3x, Chris Judd, Tom Mitchell 4x, Nat Fife 5x, 6x, Josh Kennedy, Tom Liberatori, Clayton Oliver 48 games, 7x, 8x, 9x, 10x, 11x, 12x, 13x, Patrick Cripps at Carlton NFC. If Curnow is the prototype for the power forward, then Cripps matches him with the most coveted physique and attributes for a midfielder. For Carlton, the added benefit is that Cripps is a leader and Mark Murphy's heir apparent. As the club's stand-in skipper against the Magpies on Sunday, Cripps kicked 3 goals from 29 touches. 20 of those touches were contested, the 13th time in his 72-game career Cripps has achieved such a feat. To put that in perspective, as indicated by Swamp, Nat Fife only achieved the same feat 4 times at the same point in his career. We've got some quality players there, Bolton said. Cripps grabbed them after the game and said, that's the standard. Good leadership, the latest sports news, in your inbox daily.